No. What it do, baby boo? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your baby girl Ashley. So what it do, baby boo? Hey guys, welcome back. What it do, baby boo? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your baby girl Ashley. So I know I haven't been that active lately, and it's because I've been traveling and I've been sick. I had bronchitis for like a month, so that is why I have not really been posting. But today's video, as you guys can see, I am alone for the first time. And so what I'm basically going to be doing is just letting you guys know a little bit about myself, let you guys in on who I am and why I am the way that I am. So this is bothering me. So as many of you know, I am 21 years old. I will be 22 this Friday, February 1st. What else? I was born into a family of 5, including myself. So my mom, my dad, myself, my little sister, and then my little brother. I do have an older half sister and a younger young brother, a younger half brother. But I was raised with mostly just the 2 of my siblings. Basically my whole life, my parents were just like really strict on me. I couldn't even step out the house to get the mail without getting yelled at or thinking that I was gonna go do something. And it's probably because, so some of you know this, but like most of others don't, like new members. My dad was in and out of my life growing up because he was in and out of jail. Thankfully, he is done with that phase of his life. So in 2008 was when he permanently, that was the last time he was in and out of jail. So since then he's been more in my life and in my siblings' life. So growing up, it was really my mom, my brother, my sister. My mom, my sister, my brother, and I. Okay, yeah, whatever. And at that's like the between like 4th grade, like at 4th grade and 5th grade, mostly 5th grade, that's when I started like really like rebelling against my mom, especially because she was doing things that she was supposed to be doing as a mother. And so basically I had to step up and be the mom for my brother and my sister. So I had to really mature like at a really young age. Like I didn't have time to really be like a kid, and that's because you know, I had to grow up for my brother and my sister. I basically just had to put my life on hold and take care of them since I was the older sister. And so that's why like now like lots of my family members and like lots of my friends and people that I meet, like even just like a quick encounter, people are always telling me like, you know, you're very mature for your age. And most people think I'm older than my age because of the way that I portray myself, the way that I carry myself out there. And for me, it's just, I've been through so much in like this like crunch amount of time that it caused me to just mature faster than what kids of my age were. Like right now, I'm probably, I don't want to say like more mature, but like it's kind of like that than most kids of my age. Like right now, kids my age, or adults, young adults my age, are mostly like, you know what, like worrying about like partying, like when they're gonna get drunk, like spring break and all of that. For me, I'm more focused on, okay, like yeah, don't get me wrong, there's people my age that are worried about the kind of things that I'm worried about, but it's very like, it's like a handful of us. But I'm worried about, okay, how can I make my my future success and my future self stable enough for my future family. Like I don't have like kids right now or anything, I just have my fur babies, but I'm thinking like ahead, like, you know, what do I need to do to make sure that they're okay, so they don't have to struggle the way that I struggled. Excuse me, I just ate and I'm really full. So yeah, like when people think about spring break, like my age, like people my age, they're like, oh, let's go to Rocky Point, let's go to Mexico, let's go to Cancun, let's go get drunk, let's go get blacked out, like, you know, do all these kind of things. For me, I'm like, yeah, like I'll go to like the beach, I'll go to Rocky Point and stuff like that, but it's not for me to get drunk. Like actually the last spring break, I believe it was, my cousin Max, you guys have seen him on my channel before. We like invited like a whole bunch of people. We rented out a house and all of them were just like partying, like staying out so super late and like drinking, getting like really bizarrely drunk. And like it's not like a bad thing, but you know, like that's just not my thing. For me, I was laying down a lot. Sorry, there's a bus passing by. I was like laying down, enjoying the beach, like taking walks, you know, just like relaxing, because that's like my kind of, like, I got out of my system going out and partying, because my cousin and I, Max, we used to go to Mexico, Nogales, Sonora, like every single freaking weekend. So, and that was like between like November until probably, I want to say like April, May, is when we were going like every single weekend to Nogales. And it got to the point where like the guards weren't even like IDing us anymore. Like they would just see us walking up, or they see me in my car and they'd be like, oh, just come in. And then like I already have like a set waiter, like I would message him before, be like, hey, like reserve a table for us. And like he knew what I like to drink, so he wouldn't even ask me. And he knew that I like pineapples in it, so he would make sure I had pineapples in it. And then like, I don't know, it got to the point where we were just like the common people, like the normal people that would go there every single freaking weekend. And we did that for months straight. That's why like now, like if he asked me like, oh, let's go, I'm like not really, I don't want to go anymore, because you know, I got it out of my system. Like that doesn't interest me no more. Just like getting drunk and dancing, like yeah, like you know, I'll go like every once in a while, but it's not like, oh my god, let's go, like how I used to be. And now I'm just like, I'd rather just like stay home, or you know, go watch a movie with someone, go take a walk. Like that's what interests me now. So that's why people nowadays say that I'm like really mature for my age. And like for me, I'm already like, I want a kid. Like I'm already trying to foster kids, so I'm going through the fostering adoption process. So to be a foster parent with the possible outcome of being able to adopt whoever I'm fostering. So that's what I want to do, and which kind of leads into like what I'm studying, because I'm studying to get my my bachelor's degree. Well, it's going to be an associate's degree at PIMA, but to transfer into ASU to be a bachelor's degree in social work, because I want to be a social worker. Either like for foster stuff, or like just, I don't know yet, but I know that like for specifically, I want to go into social work. So that's what I'm doing right now. I started my classes 2 weeks ago. Looking at my calendar, I started like 2 weeks ago, and so far like my classes, like not like the math and like writing classes. Well, my writing class is actually pretty cool, but like my actual social work classes, like they're really like nice. Like I like them a lot, and I can tell that they're gonna make me like find out who I am, and like really focus on like, okay, who is Ashley? Because so these past few years, since like probably I graduated high school, have been like a huge roller coaster. So from like 2015 to like 2018, it just has been like a huge like roller coaster, you know. So I was always like, I was never, going back to my parents, how they never really let me like have a life. I was kind of like a prisoner, because I wasn't allowed to date, I wasn't allowed to have guy friends. They were constantly like on me, like since I was the firstborn, so they were like on me, you know, like where are you? So like I got a lot into like lying about like where I'm at, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm like in a dark alley, you know, about to go die somewhere. No, I was basically like giving one of my friends a ride home, or like at McDonald's eating with my friends, you know, like that's what I was doing. And then one major thing, I like always had boyfriends behind their back, and I got caught a couple times. Like the one time that I really remember was like I ended up in some places I shouldn't have ended up in, because of me and my mom fighting because of it. So So yeah. And so when I graduated high school, or when I was going to graduate high school, I was really contemplating what I was gonna do, because my dad had sat me down and told me, like, you know what, I don't have the money to pay for your schooling. And I knew because of my grades, because my motivation went downhill after freshman year, I wasn't gonna get a scholarship at all. And I was gonna need to work like double shifts to like make it work. And I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna do something better, and I'm gonna join the army. Sorry guys, the dogs are like fighting right here. I'm gonna join the army, and because I want to kind of, because I knew when I got to if I went to college, as soon as I got like that little taste of freedom, I would go like completely insane with it. Like, I'd be going out to parties, I'd be doing things that I probably shouldn't be doing. I probably would end up pregnant and dropped out of college, you know. And I didn't want to kind of be that stereotypical female. Like, no offense to my family, but most of my cousins on my mom's side have all had children at a young age. So I kind of didn't want to fall into that stereotypical girl in my family that, you know, like, yo, you're gonna get pregnant at a young age, you're gonna drop out, you're, you know, ruin your life basically. Which you're not. Like, I don't think like having a kid is ruining your life, but it does set you back from the goals that you want to achieve, or at least it makes you work harder. And so I knew I didn't want to be portrayed as my cousins. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do something for myself, and I'm gonna make myself go to the army to get a sense of responsibility that I didn't really feel, like independent responsibility, you know. And I kind of wanted that. I wanted to travel the world too. So I enlisted my beginning or end of junior year's ending, or end of junior year or starting of senior year. So then the Marines contacted me, and I didn't want to go with them. I didn't like them. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna join. And so then after that, the army called me, and they're like, just come down, there's no commitment. And I was like, excuse me, I was like, okay, that's fine. And so I took the ASVAB test, and I qualified for like mechanic jobs, desk jobs, culinary jobs. The job that I wanted was, what was the name of it? I forgot the name of it. It was like the intelligence field, but because of my mom's, she's a resident, but she's not a U.S. citizen, so because of that, I couldn't go into that field. So then I chose the mechanic, and oh my god, it pissed me off so much, because the recruiters kept trying and trying and trying. They're like, oh, there's this desk job, or there's like this, you know, food job, and I'm like, no, I want mechanic work. And then I went 91 Sierra, which is a striker mechanic, striker systems maintainer. And the striker is pretty big. It just came into the army, I think 2004, 2002, around there. And there weren't that many females in it, so they kept trying to make me change my mind. And I was like, no, like, I'm gonna go into mechanics, like, that's what I wanna do. And so like I worked hard and I made it. And one thing that kind of got to me was, so my senior year, we went to go visit NAU. And when I was there, I just felt like I had to be there. Like, I felt at home right there. And so I made a deal to myself. I was like, if I get accepted into NAU, then I won't go into the army. But if I don't get accepted, I'll go into the army. So then October, I think it was, on the same day, I got a call from them. My dad got a call from them. I got an email and a letter from them saying that I was not, or no. They emailed me saying that I was not, was the email? No, they sent me a letter. They sent me a letter saying that I was not accepted. So I was like, okay, then I'll go to the army. So then I enlisted into the army, and then February, on my birthday exactly, I got the phone call, my dad got the phone call, I got an email, and I got the letter saying that I got accepted into NAU. So I was like, what the heck, like, I can't go back on what I already did with the army. You know, like, I already enlisted, I already signed paperwork, like, I can't do that. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's a sign from God that I had options, but maybe the army is the best route. So fast forward, went to basic training, experienced lots of things there, and I actually was able to see in myself that I'm able to push myself past my limits. Like right there, like I remember the last, like second to last day, like I think the last week of basic training, our drill sergeants had us in our platoon formations, and Drill Sergeant McKnight, I forgot, she was my drill sergeant. I forgot the male drill sergeant. Sucks. They're my favorite ones too. They were going one by one, telling each of us like something about us that they saw in us, or like, you know, everybody's was like funny, like, you know, stuff like that. And when she got to me, I was the last one. She's like, Miranda wanted this the most, and none of you noticed. And for me, like, that hit me because, you know, like, I pushed myself so hard. Like, I wanted to give up probably about 2 times, maybe 3 times. But I kept pushing myself and pushing and pushing and pushing myself, because I was like, you know what? I worked my butt off that week before basic training, because they told me I had to lose, I think it was 10 or 15 pounds before I shipped out, or else they would not let me ship out. So I worked my butt off that whole week, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, getting picked up by the recruiters, going to the gym, coming back, going to work, coming back home, going to work out, come back home, and then just do that. And that was like my life for a whole week, and then like on a strict diet, and I lost, I think, more than 15 pounds. So I was like, you know what, you did all that hard work, like, why are you gonna give up now? Like, it's not good to give up after all that hard work that you did. So I kept pushing myself and pushing myself, and then I did get hurt. Like, there wasn't a specific event, but I did get hurt, like my hips, well, I started on my right hip. I just started having a lot of pain. Like, I remember once when we were doing obstacle course, we were doing the mud races, and so we were doing the crawling in the mud, and like, I love that. Like, I so wanted to do it, and I told my drill sergeant, I was like, please let me do it, because he had told me to stop doing the obstacle course because I got hurt in one of the previous, like in one of the courses before, like that same day. And when we got to the mud, I was like, drill sergeant, please, I was like, let me do this. And he was like, all right, but if you get hurt, he's like, you're done. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and I ended up loving it, but I did get hurt. And so, hey, yeah, sorry. So then I was like, okay, whatever, you know, but I was in a lot of pain, and they couldn't take me out because they couldn't find anything wrong with it, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So then fast forward to AIT in Virginia, Fort Lee, to study for my actual job. It actually got worse and worse and worse. And there was a time where like I had bronchitis for like 2 months, and then it turned to pneumonia when I came back from Christmas leave, and it turned into pneumonia, and I had pneumonia for like 2 more months. So it was like I was in danger of not passing my classes, and I actually graduated with my class. So then finally we had to prove ourselves to, well, my battle buddy and I, her and I, like, we were in danger of not graduating. So then when it came to graduation time, 4 of us didn't pass the PT test. So then they held us back for a bit, and they're like, okay, retake it again. We retook it. We didn't pass again. We retook it again, and then I was the only one who passed, so I was able to graduate with my class. But it was like all male. It was 16 of us in total, and 2 of us were females. So then the graduating class, it was all males and just me. I was only female. So then I went on to Fort Lewis, Washington, and that's where, like, in AIT, that's where I met one of my ex-boyfriends, and we still kept dating afterwards. When I went to Washington, and that'll be a different story. But yeah, I was in the Army. I was 4 days short of being exactly 2 years in the Army before I got medically retired. So I went into the Army July 27th, 2015, and I got out July 23rd. Yeah, 23rd of 2017. So I was just shy like 4 days of being exactly 2 years. When I got out, I came back home. I was supposed to go to Phoenix because of the next boyfriend. We were going to live there, and then we talked about it. We're going to move down here to Tucson. Some stuff happened, which is another story. So then, yeah, I stayed here in Tucson, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take 2 months off of, like, I'm not going to work. I'm going to just make, like, rest for 2 months. Like, I'm going to take 2 months off. It didn't last 3 days, and I started looking for a job because I was going insane. Like, the transition from being a soldier to a civilian who doesn't have a job and nothing, like, it was so stressful. It was like, it gave me anxiety. Like I was going crazy because I went from like having deadlines, like hit times doing this and that, to having something to do every day, to like, what do I do, you know? And so I started looking for a job. The second day I got called in for an interview. The day after that, or that day I got hired, and then the next day I started working. So I got a job really quick. So I was working at Production Circuits as a quality management system administrator. And in in November, I was like, I woke up literally one day, and because I had vouched to myself when I was in the military that I was never going to go back to school, because I tried some online classes on there when I was in there, and it did not go well. So I was like, you know what, I vouched to myself that I'm not going to go to school, and my benefits, I'll transfer them to my kids so they can use them and they don't have to worry about college, and they can use, like, the VA will pay for their college. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to school. Well, November of last year, 2018, I was like, I woke up one day and I was like, you know what, I want to go to social work. And so I went that same day. I was already enrolled in PIMA from like 2 years ago before, I think, or a year before that. So I was already enrolled. I just had to go choose my major and all that. So I went and did that. So I went to Desert Vista and I applied everything. I did all my veteran paperwork in like 2 days. Got approved, boom, 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 got it all done. And here I am now with my classes. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm also going to be doing, like, as I said, like the fostering to adopt process. Because in me, I feel like I have this need to just have a kid. I don't know why. I just feel like I've given my love to all the wrong people, and I want to give it to someone who needs it, who wants it, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, it's a little bit about myself, like, in a nutshell. I know I kind of went off topic a bit, but that's kind of like, glory! Sorry guys, my new dog, she's a baby still. She's 5 weeks old, or 6 weeks. 6 weeks old. She's gonna be 6 weeks old this week. And it's like driving me crazy. But yeah, so that's me. I do have 8 fur babies as of now. I have 2 Siberian Huskies, Aisha Ava and Micro Santo. And then I have a German Shepherd, Angelita. And then I have 3 Chihuahuas, Reba, Maximus, Bandit. And then I have my mom's dog, which she is now my dog, Lucy. She's a poodle. And now Chloe, and she's a Malinois, I believe. So this is Chloe. She's a little baby. She cries a lot though. I actually got Max, my cousin, her brother, because he's been asking for a dog. So I got, this is Lucy by the way. So I got him one too. So it's Coco and Chloe. And these are little babies. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Obviously, as my YouTube channel progresses, I will be telling you guys more about myself. You know, going more into depth about like certain like experiences that I had and all that, because that's what my channel is gonna be about. Like story times, experiences to kind of help you, like kind of be like an advocate. Like that's why I'm going to social work, because I want to be an advocate. So I'm like running out of breath. Whew. I mean, let's stop talking. So yeah, I want to be an advocate, and so I'm hoping through my experiences that I can be there for someone that's going through the same things that I went through, and they don't have to go through it alone. So if you guys ever like need to talk about anything, I'm here. Honestly, like that's another story. I don't want to get too deep, too emotional this beginning my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you guys want to go watch my other videos, you guys can go do that as well. Don't forget to don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button so you guys can get notified whenever I post a new video. I will be trying to post more videos every week. I will really try to do so. If you guys have any ideas like what you guys want to see, any challenges, pranks, story times, whatever, just comment down below. And if you want to post notification shout out, go ahead and do all those 3 things that I said: like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and then turn on your bell notifications. And comment what it do, baby boo, in the comments, and I will go ahead and give you guys a shout out. Also, go show love to my Instagram, add me on Snapchat, on Facebook. I have a vlog on there. So yeah, I'll leave all that somewhere around here and then down below in the description. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.